is a spirit. So if you receive the spirit, there is a language you must speak. So the Bible said, anyone who received the spirit spoke in tongues. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue does not speak unto men. He is speaking to. When you get to a place of speaking in tongues, it must be a place of divine focus. When you are living in the spirit, you'll be at the right place at the right time. Because you know why? My steps are ordered by what? The Spirit of God. Anytime you pray in tongues, fear goes out of you. Develop that habit of speaking in tongues. The second thing that speaking in tongues can do for you, it gives you boldness. If you pray in tongues, you will see your faith is bubbling up. You have more confidence. So if you pray in tongues, the fear will go and God will give you what? Faith. Speaking in tongues can help you out of trouble. When you are a Christian, you must desire to speak in tongues. Speaking in tongues helps you in prayer. God understands every language, but sometimes God is too holy to understand our language, because our language is full of curse words, full of profanity, full of bad words. And so for us to communicate the right way to God, we must speak in tongues. The devil understands most of us our languages, but the language he does not understand is the language of the Spirit. As a Christian, let it be part of your daily routine. So you must operate more in the Spirit than in the physical or in your understanding. Prayer is not for your neighbor. Prayer is to God, and God is a spirit. And so if you want to speak to God, you must speak to him in spirit, but you must also have an understanding of what you are saying. Our first thing that we receive in church must first affect our spirit. They do not affect our soul, and they do not affect our body. So when you are coming to church, be spiritually minded. Praying in tongues can also be a praise to God. Tongue speaking is for every Christian, not for some people. It's for all of us. There are some people that are so spiritual. Speaking in tongues has become a game. When he sees his brother, that's the way they greet each other. That's a game. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with what? Tongues, what shall it profit? I can't be communicating with him in tongues, because you know why? Tongues is to communicate with who? God. Now with him. So if I have to communicate with tongues to him, that means that there must be an interpreter there, or I must interpret what I am saying to him. But the Bible said, if there's no interpreter, what profit does it give him? But to prophesy, we can prophesy. Somebody asked me that question last few weeks. He said, then pastor, if that is the case, how come when some people, they say start praying, they started praying in tongues all of a sudden? If you are a driver in America and you have a car, if you don't have a thermostat or to start your car before you go into the car, when you go in the cold and you started driving your car, what will happen to the car? You might spoil the engine. In the winter, when it's very, very cold and you want to drive your car, the best thing is to warm the car first. But if you enter and you press the gas, you might end up destroying the engine. So maybe some people, they come, they will warm up because they have not warmed up their car. So they are warming up the car. So they might start speaking in their own language. Then they will now enter into speaking in tongues. Some people like us, we are always warm up. I am always warm up because whether I'm in the shop, I'm in my car, I am speaking in tongues.